Welcome back to Volunteer State Community College, where we have game 2 coming at you from the Nickel Sports Complex between Calhoun Lady Warhawks and the Lady Pioneers. Volunteer State. VolState took game 1 12-2 in 4.5 innings. Get their 20th win of the year. The umpires meeting with the head coaches, Christian Lynn for VolState and Bart Stevenson for Lady Warhawks. I think they're going to be putting this on Game Changer, so you could follow along on Game Changer, the official scorekeeping. Mine is unofficial. So Eddie Litton will be behind the plate, and his son Easton will be out on the bases. Let's get to the Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups quickly here. First for the visiting Lady Warhawks, Calhoun. Leading off playing second base, Corey Campbell. Batting second, playing left field, Abigail Tucker. Third baseman, Macy Hancock will bat third. Catlin Delaney is the DP, hitting cleanup. Kelly Madden back behind the plate, batting fifth. First baseman, Mally Yarbrough will hit sixth. Erin Barker out in center field again. She's going to bat seventh. E.J. Cornelius will be at shortstop, batting eighth. Alina Otero, who finished the game in right field, will be out there and batting ninth. And in the circle, Bronwyn Borden will be pitching for the Lady Warhawks. She'll have her 12th appearance of the year, 7 starts. She's 3-5 on the year, 38 innings of work, 7.06 ERA. In the circle for the Lady Pioneers is Laura Walker. She's a 5-2 record. This will be her 14th appearance and 8th start of the year. She has 3 complete games, 47-plus innings of work, giving up 54 hits, 43 runs. Only 23 of those are earned, 13 walks, 33 strikeouts, 3.38 ERA for Laura Walker. The Lady Pioneers will get to their batting order when they come in, but we'll see if we can get it figured out. Katie Davis in left, Anna Harrison in center, and Michaela Fuqua in right. Lydia Kirby at third, Corey Harris at short, Lizzie Vales at second base, Riley Lotzenheiser at first. Bailey Osbrooks will be behind the plate catching Laura Walker as Bailey throws down to second to finish the warm-up tosses. We are about set to go here for game number 2. Beautiful sunny day here on Tuesday in Middle Tennessee. Thanks for joining us on the VolState Sports Network. I've put my email address up there on the screen. If you would like to send an email, let me know who you are, where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Be glad to give you a shout out on air as the first pitch is delivered. For ball one, we are underway at 3:18 with game time temperature is 70 degrees. Walker misses with the first 2 deliveries to Corey Campbell. Campbell was 1 for 3 in game 1. Swing and strike one. Calhoun now with a record of 8-11. VolState 20 wins, 7 losses. Squares the bunt, bunts that one right in the left-handed batter's box for strike 2. On deck is Abigail Tucker. Corey Campbell from Athens, Alabama, a freshman. Walker's fastball is up. We'll have a full count. Ministries full count. Laura Walker, a freshman out of Greenbrier High School, up in Greenbrier, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. Daughter of James and Sarah Walker, and she gets a strike 3 called. She retires the first batter of the ball game on a strikeout looking. Walker is a health science major. Now stepping in, Abigail Tucker. Tucker was 0 for 3 in game 1. As right down the can for strike 1. Get ahead. Fastball. Low and away for ball 1. Game 1 took an hour and 47 minutes. The 12-2 mercy rule win for the Lady Pioneers. Just a bit outside, says our home plate umpire, Mr. Eddie Litton. And goes 2 balls and a strike. Tucker came into the day hitting .466, 27 hits, 5 doubles, a couple triples. She's going to look at a called strike there. Count goes 2-2. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the first inning of game 2. Lady Pioneers will be right back here at the Nichols Sports Complex tomorrow to take on Motlow State in conference action. Change up outside. That's just tap foul by Tucker. So the Motlow State Lady Bucks will come to Gallatin for a doubleheader. Got a change. It's different in the conference play this year. They have midweek games in softball. The men's baseball is no change. 3-game series on the weekends. Fastball's high. We'll go to a full count. Ministries full count for the second batter in row. Macy Hancock standing on deck for the Lady Warhawks. Out of Decatur, Alabama. 3-2 pitch. Popped foul. That will get onto the roof of the third base dugout where the Lady Pioneers reside when they're not out in the field. Count stays 3-2. The left-handed hitting left fielder. Warhawks had 7 hits in game 1. Left 6 batters on. There is a 1-out walk to Tucker. Macy Hancock playing third base this ball game. Looks at strike 1. Hancock played shortstop in the first game. Went 2 for 3. Had 2 singles. That one gets off the hand of third base coach, head coach Bart Stevenson. Foul ball. Walker has a sign and delivers. Popped up to the left side. Corey Harris out into shallow left field. She'll make the catch while Katie Davis supervises. 2 outs. Brings up Catlin Delaney. Got a pinch hit appearance in game 1, grounded out to second in the 4th inning. Drives one down that right field line. Might be playable for Fuquay in foul territory. Did she hold on? We're waiting for the signal, and it appears as though she did hold on down that right field line in foul territory for out number 3. Great play. She crashed into the fence down right at the bullpen area. So to retire the Lady Warhawks in the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We are headed to the bottom of the first, no score. Send me an email, treesports@gmail.com. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, and I'll give you the shout out on the VolState Sports Network. Michaela Fuquay leading off here in game 2. Corey Harris will follow her. And then Katie Davis. As the Lady Pioneers bat in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch to Fuquay from Bronwyn Borden in there for a called strike. Borden was the DP and got her first at-bats of the year, it appears, in game 1. Did not look down in the pitcher's area of the statistics to see that she was a pitcher. Tapper too short, up and over to first base, but the catch is missed by Mally Yarborough. Throw right on a dime by E.J. Cornelius. So I think they would have had Fuquay if Yarborough could have held on to the baseball. So Fuquay reaches on the air. Now Corey Harris steps to the plate. The second time today that Fuquay reached on an error. She's off with the pitch. Perfect pitch to throw on. Called a strike, but Fuquay in there, head first slide. 0-1 on the batter. Was informed I didn't look, but VolState leading the country in stolen bases as a team. Fuquay will stay at second. As Harris squared around to bunt. Bunt is foul. Corey Harris in the batter's box right now with, she had 3 stolen bases, which gives her 32. And coming into today's action, she was tied for the lead at 29 in the country. So you would expect that she's still up there. Another foul. That'll get off the foot of Katie Davis over in the on-deck area. She's okay. She's tough. Although she's fighting off a wasp right now with her bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Corey Harris. It went 2 for 3. Ground ball up the middle. That'll get Fuquay home. The throw is not in time. Throw gets into the interior of the infield, and Corey Harris moves on down to second base. And the Framework Athletics first run of the game, driven in by Corey Harris on the single. Unearned run comes in. A bunch of those in game 1 for the Warhawks. There's only 4 earned runs for Lady Pioneers in that game unofficially. Davis squares around. They're going to throw down to second base. The ball's going to go into center field, and Harris is going to round third. She's going to go to the plate. Throw is in time, but Corey Harris and the ball arrived at the same time. Corey Harris slides through Kelly Madden. She limps out to pitcher's mound. That had to have hurt. Corey Harris went right into her left leg, and she is not putting much weight on it as head coach Bart Stevenson is out to talk to his infield about too many throws. Pioneers now lead 2-0. Count shows 1-1 on the scoreboard. I think Katie Davis had a strike on her. We'll see what the count is with nobody on base. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. She's going to lay one down. She's going to beat that one out for an infield single. Lydia Kirby steps to the plate. Tell you, action is fast and furious here in softball. Changeup is high. Davis stays put. Let's get her on first base. How about it? So singles by Corey Harris and Katie Davis. She's off and running here. Does not slide. The throw down to second base is not in time. It was on the right field side of second base. 2 errors now in the inning on the Lady Warhawks. That was not a ball, apparently a strike. 1-1 count to Kirby. A changeup had her off balance. Called strike 2. Kirby was our Toyota of Gallatin player of the game in game 1. She was 2 for 3, had a double and a grand slam home run, 5 RBIs. Pops that one up to the right side. Yarborough over and makes the catch right in front of the fencing by the dugout for out number 1. Caitlin Davis will step in. Did not play in game 1. She is a pitcher primarily, but she can smack it as well. Drives one out to right field. That one hops the wall. He heads to second base, and she has driven in the 3rd run of the ball game with a double. Change places with Katie Davis. 3rd hit of the inning for the Lady Pioneers. Now Bailey Osbrook steps to the plate. Swing and a miss. She gets her cuts in. Changeup misses up. Caitlin Davis on at second base is a freshman out of Coffee County High School in Manchester, Tennessee, a pre-nursing major, the daughter of Rick and Denise Davis. 1 for 1 in this game with an RBI. Osbrook's 1 for 3 in game 1. Swing and a miss. Looks like Kelly Madden putting a little more pressure on that left leg now. hopefully she's going to be okay. Might just have a bruise, or she was trying, looked to me like maybe trying to block that plate as the throw was coming in. Osbrook swings and misses at 3 pitches from Bronwyn Borden, and she's down on strikes. It's 2 outs, and Riley Lutzenheiser steps to the plate. Lutzenheiser playing in game number 18 of the year, 14th start. Spin ball there down in the dirt. Riley, a freshman from Clarksville, Tennessee, went to Rossview High School. She's a Hawk. Marketing major, the daughter of Mike and Marion Lutzenheiser. Takes a ball high and inside. Got some grandparents up in Lima, Ohio. Gramps and Graham Cracker. Hopefully they're listening in on the VolState Sports Network on YouTube. Called strike at the knees. To the tall freshman playing first base here today. Clarksville up where Fort Campbell is in Kentucky. Fouls that one straight back. Army base about 45 minutes northwest of Nashville. Not sure if either of her parents is employed by the U.S. Army or the federal government or a contractor up there, but 2-2 pitches down low of a full count Ministries. Full count to Riley Lutzenheiser. That's common spelling for Lutzenheiser. Lautzenheiser. If you want to win the spelling bee. 3-2 pitch, fouled off. Riley, Ryle. She's got 2 big flies this year, a couple doubles, 12 RBIs. Looking to pick up another one out there. Pops that one up down on first base, in and out of the glove of second baseman Corey Campbell, and that will fall, and a 4th run comes in. Lutzenheiser ends up at second base. Brings up Anna Harrison, the center fielder. Swings and fouls that one at the plate. The daughter of Todd and Jennifer Harrison. She's from Hardin County High School, Savannah, Tennessee. She's got a Pawpaw Dennis and a Mamaw Gail in Savannah. Pawpaw Stacy and a Mamaw Ann in Shiloh. Pawpaw Jerry and Jan in Savannah, Tennessee. Slices one off the fence and caroms to Coach Lynn down at third base. Count goes no balls and 2 strikes to Anna Harrison. Lizzie Vales on deck. 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Borden gets Harrison swinging for out number 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Borden, but 4 runs come across the plate. Right now, I have to do some major computation to figure out what's earned and what's not. 3 errors on my score sheet. I'm guessing all 3 of those are going to be unearned, or all 4 of those are going to be unearned, but there were 3 hits in the inning and 1 runner left on base. You're not paying for scorekeeping. You're paying for a ball game and some entertainment. 4-0. VolState leads. We'll be right back on the VolState Sports Network. to the top of the second inning. Lady Warhawks sending 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. Kelly Madden, Mally Yarbrough, and Aaron Barker due up here in the second to face Laura Walker. See if we got any brave folks out there in YouTube land that have sent in an email. We have none. My electric company has sent me an email. I don't think they're listening to the broadcast, though. Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation. Kelly Madden catching both ends as she knocks one out into right field for a base hit. Looks like she was running just fine on that injured left leg. She gets the first hit of the game for the Lady Warhawks. Picked up 7 in game 1. Kelly had one of those. She went 1 for 1. Drove in a run, scored a run. Mally Yarbrough with her first at bat of the day. Osbrooks, like maybe she was looking back at her home plate umpire to see where that one might have been. Called that one a ball. Yarbrough from Moulton, Alabama. She's a freshman. Now looking at a 2-0 count. Moulton, I believe that's on Highway 24 after you get over to Decatur on I-65. That's when you get off the interstate, drive through Decatur. You might stop at Zaxby's there. That's what we do a lot of times. That one's got to be in there. Throw down to first base. Madden is back in time. Pitch called a strike. Big attraction for the Reeses in Moulton is their Walmart. Stop in there. They got a Subway. If we don't go to Zaxby's, we might stop at Subway's. A bunt is laid down. Kirby up with it over to first base as Vales was able to keep a toe on the base. They want to check with the home plate umpire as to whether or not that is in fact what happened. The out was called. He wants to, head coach Bart Stevenson wants Easton Litton to check with his dad, Eddie Litton, as to whether or not he could see whether she kept that foot on the base. And apparently he agreed with his son. Yarbrough is retired 5. Actually, not 5-3. That's going to be 5-4. We're out number 1. On the fielder's choice, Madden moves down to second. Brings Aaron Barker, the center fielder, to the plate. With E.J. Cornelius on deck. 1 out, 4-0. VolState leads here in the top of the second inning. Catches the inside corner, but she turned that one over a little bit. Laura Walker is really settled in as a freshman starting pitcher here for the Pioneers. Gets a swing and a foul tip. Ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Barker wearing the number 7, and she is batting in the 7th position in the lineup. The only thing that would be better is if she was playing left field. The 7th position on defense. But she's playing in the 8th position, center field. High and outside. Aaron Barker was 2 for 2 in game 1. She had a single and a double. Did not drive in a run or score a run. Here's a ground ball to second. Vale stays down, underhands to Lotzenheiser for out number 2. On the play, Madden moves up another 60 feet. standing relaxed on third base. E.J. Cornelius with her first AB of the day, playing shortstop from Horton, Alabama. She's a freshman. Second team all-conference player a year ago. Bailey Osbrook's behind the plate. She was a utility player on that second team all-TCCAA. Makes a nice stop there on a pitch heading toward the backstop. Count goes 2-0. Alina Otero, the number 9 hitter, standing on deck. Cornelius comes in hitting .304, pops that one up out of play. Swinging on a 2-0 count. It's her 10th game of the year, 8th start. 7 hits, 1 extra base hit. It's a double, a couple RBIs. Walked once, been hit once, and struck out once. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Wind blowing gently straight away to center field. Again here for game 2. Ball 4, she draws a walk. That'll put runners at the corners for the Lady Warhawks of Calhoun Community College. Second walk of the game by Laura Walker. Guess that's not a great name for a pitcher, is it? Pioneers have a baseball player. His first name is Walker Strange. So we can talk about him for either of his names. Fine young man from Knoxville, Tennessee. Strike called on fastball to Otero. Otero came in as a defensive replacement in right field in game number 1, but did not get an at-bat. She is from Madison, Alabama, a sophomore. Hitting .379 in limited action, 13th game of the year, 8th start. Only has 29 official at-bats, but 11 hits, including a triple and a home run, 8 RBIs for the right fielder. Fouls that one back. Goes 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs and 2 on here in the top of the second inning. VolState with 4 runs in the bottom of the first. By my calculation, I believe 2 of those were earned. There's 3 hits. For the Pioneers. Pitch is high, throw down to second base, and they're going to get E.J. Cornelius pretty easily for out number 3. So Cornelius caught stealing. 2-2. Let's see who caught that one. I think that's going to be Corey Harris that caught that. It will be 2-6 for out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base after 1.5. VolState leads 4-0. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network on YouTube. Lizzie Vales will lead off the bottom of the second inning for the Lady Pioneers. She's a freshman from Jackson, Tennessee, attended Jackson Southside High School, science major here at VolState, a utility player. I've seen her in the outfield, I believe, and now playing second base. The daughter of Donnie Vales and Jessica Arwood of Jackson, Tennessee. Got grandparents down in Jackson as well, granddaddy and non. Vales will lead off here against Bronwyn Borden. 9-1-2. We're back to the top of the lineup. On deck is Michaela Fuqua. Vales swings and misses. The first pitch she sees, hitting .294. Played in 16 games. Started 4, now 5. 17 at bats. There's a ground ball on a bunt to the pitcher. Throw is high, and that pulls Corey Campbell off the base. Vales will reach on another error. That's the 4th error by my calculation. Brings up Michaela Fuqua. Vales starts to go, but comes back as that pitch is called a ball to Fuqua. She reached on an error. Start the bottom half of the first, where the Lady Pioneers scored the Framework Athletics first run of the game. Framework Athletics is baseball and softball and multi-sports training facilities. We'll have a visit from the head coach, Coach Stevenson. Framework Athletics located at 104B Jessica Lauren Court in Hendersonville. Baseball team trains over there. I'm not sure how often the softball team goes over there to train, but owned by Ryan McDuffie and Zach Duke. Zach Duke, former 15-year Major League left-handed pitcher, settled in the area here after his playing days and now owns a training facility, top notch. Meeting is over. It was short and I wouldn't say sweet. Lord Stevenson not happy with his play on defense. Lizzie Vales leading off at first, and she's back in time as the throw is late. Pitch called a strike. On deck, Corey Harris. Lifted out to center field, Aaron Barker back. She'll make the catch. Vales a good distance off of first base. Slides back underneath the legs of Yarbrough. Ball gets away, but catcher Kelly Madden down there to back up the play. Out number 1 recorded on the fly out. And it brings up Corey Harris. Had a single up the middle that drove in Michaela Fuqua in the first. Squares to bunt. The runner is caught. Gets back. His first baseman, Allie Yarbrough, was in the way of the throw from Kelly Madden back to first base. Madden didn't throw it. Shortens up on the bat as though to bunt, pulls the bat back, but pitch is called a strike. Harris 3 for 4 in the afternoon. Throw down to first. Again, Vales back in time. One of these days, maybe we'll get us a camera operator and they'll be able to follow the ball. That ball's bunted foul. So far, we don't have that person. We are recruiting, though. Know somebody in the area that's wanting to be involved in a baseball broadcast, basketball broadcast. They can send me an email. I'll get the word to the right people. 2-2 pitch is high. Brings us to a full count. Ministry's full count to Corey Harris, the sophomore from Cedar Hill, Tennessee. Joe Burns High School. Drives up the middle for another base hit. She's 4 for 5 on the day. Just reach out and touch me. Smacks that one right up the middle. 4th hit of the game for the Lady Pioneers. 2nd for Corey Harris. Now Katie Davis, who has one of those, a bunt single in the first, steps to the plate. Yarborough, about 35 feet away. That pitch is in the dirt. Nice stop by Madden. Catching her 2nd game of the afternoon. You see Yarborough, the first baseman down there, as she's creeping in for the bunt, as is Macy Hancock. That's another ground ball base hit up the middle. Here comes Vales. Throw to the plate is up the line. Nick gets by it. Actually hits Lydia Kirby, who's standing on deck. Bounces off of her. Everybody's going to move up 60 feet anyway. And runners now at 2nd and 3rd. Another run has come home. RBI by Katie Davis. I'm not going to assess an error on that throw there. I think those runners were going to move up anyway. Changeup. Throws the parachute out and gets in there for a called strike. Good pitch there by Bronwyn Borden to Lydia Kirby, who's 0 for 1 in this game. 1 out, 2 on. Kirby again fooled on a changeup. Can't pull the trigger. She's a little frustrated as she walks up the third base line. See what she gets on the 0-2 pitch here from Borden. It's a fastball just outside. Alvaton, Kentucky. Alvaton, Kentucky. Reaches out, gets a base hit up the middle. It's going to bring 2 home. 2 more RBIs for Kirby. She might have just taken the conference lead if she didn't have it before that. And the Pioneers lead 7-0. 7 RBIs on the day for Lydia Kirby. Three straight hits for the Lady Pioneers. Caitlin Davis steps to the plate. Strike called inside corner. Caitlin Davis hit one hop the fence out in right center field. Drove in a run in the first inning. Pops that one up in the infield. Pitcher Borden will take control and make the catch for out number 2. Davis got jammed by that pitch. Bailey Osbrooks now steps to the plate. She struck out in the first. Ended the second inning somehow. 2 outs and a runner at first. We'll try to get that back. Swing and a miss. That's 4 times she swung at a Borden pitch, and she's come up empty. outside. Inning started with Lizzie Vales reaching on an error. Fly out and then 3 straight singles. Have produced 3 runs here in the inning. VolState scored 4 in the bottom of the first. Now 3 here give them a 7-0 lead. Swinging a foul tip. Caught somebody. I'm not sure if they caught catcher or umpire. See if I can see it on a replay. Can't provide the replay to you folks. I haven't learned all that kind of technology yet, but you can watch it on YouTube. Go back and see it. Couldn't see who that caromed off of. That pitch right there turns it into a full count. Ministries full count, though. Be broadcasting tonight from Pioneer Field on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Pop up out to right center field. That's going back a little farther than I thought. A little more popped up. That almost gets to the warning track, but Aaron Barker makes the catch for out number 3 to retire the Lady Pioneers. She has played excellent in the outfield today. Aaron Barker has 3 runs. At least 1 was unearned. There's 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We are through 2 innings. We're scheduled for 7. VolState leads 7-0. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network on YouTube. Top of the third we go. 9-1 and 2 scheduled for the Lady Warhawks. Alina Otero, who was at the plate when E.J. Cornelius was caught stealing. He'll step back in, and our umpire, Mr. Eddie Litton, over to the VolState dugout, checking on something. Maybe he tried to deposit the check in between games and it bounced. He's trying to find out who the. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. Otero to face Laura Walker. Otero from Madison, Alabama, takes a healthy cut at the first pitch and comes up empty. Otero getting on base at a 400 clip. Only walked once. 11 hits in 29 official plate appearances. Batting with that split right hand and left hand. Popped up to the right side. I think that'll be in your viewing area. We'll switch to the wide angle just in case to make sure you see that Lizzie Vales makes the catch for out number 1. Sun will become an issue into right field and the right side of the field on line drives and maybe some shallow fly balls. Ball that high, Vales didn't have a problem with. Corey Campbell, the leadoff batter. Struck out looking in the first. Swing and a miss. I'm sorry, it's not Corey Campbell. This is a pinch hitter for Corey Campbell. Macy Umber. One turns into 1-2 as that pitch gets in there on the corner. Umber pinch hit in the game one, popped out to the pitcher. Fouls that one off to the right side. It gets out of play. Count goes or stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Corey Campbell finished game 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Playing second base. I didn't see if Umber came in the game in the bottom of the second. Ground ball to second. That's going to take a hop up on Vales, and her throw is not going to be at time to get Umber. The first error of the ball game for the Lady Pioneers. Allows a 1-out base runner. Brings up Abigail Tucker. She walked in the first, but was stranded there. As Bailey Osbrook's out to talk to Laura Walker. Sophomore giving some instruction to the freshman. First pitch is a strike to Tucker. So freshman at third for VolState, Lydia Kirby, sophomore at shortstop. Freshman on the right side as Tucker tried to foul or bunt that one. It fouls it back. It goes 0-2. Sophomore in left field, Katie Davis, and then 2 freshmen in center and right, Anna Harrison and Michaela Fuqua. Way wide. Right where Brian Drake wants it. How many swings and misses you get on a pitch like that on 0-2. Now, Abigail Tucker does not have the split grip. She has those hands together. Another outside throw down to first base. Lotzenheiser makes the catch in the tag, but it's not in time to get Macy Umber. Big shout out to Toyota of Gallatin for their support of VolState athletics. Beautiful scoreboard in the left center field. That was down to third. Kirby to second, on to first. Is not going to be in time. That would have been a sweet dudette double play, but instead a force out at second. Hot shot down to Kirby. Delivered a strike to Lizzie Vales. Now 2 outs and 1 on. Macy Hancock, I believe this is. High and away. Hancock popped out to Corey Harris at shortstop. I believe that was in shallow left field in the first inning. Lady Pioneers take on Motlow State Lady Bucks tomorrow in conference action right here at 1 o'clock. If you're in the area and want to come on by, come early, maybe stop in at Jersey Mike's up the road. Get you the best sub in town. I've had 2 of them already in the last couple days. Today I ended up packing my own turkey sandwich, but I'd have got another number 9 Club Supreme. I could eat one every day. My wife is the luckiest woman in the world. She doesn't have to. I could eat the same thing for every meal. If she fixed chicken and broccoli for every supper, that'd be fine with me. I could have a turkey sandwich every day. 3-0 pitch misses inside. That is a 4-pitch walk to Macy Hancock. Just kidding. She's not the luckiest person, but in that regard, she doesn't have to worry too much. I don't need a gourmet meal, I'll tell you that. You can look at me and tell I get my food. Catelyn Delaney flew out in the first. She steps in there with 2 outs and 2 on. She's going to pop one up down that right field line. Let's see if Fuqua gets over, and she will in fair territory to make the catch for out number 3. So Catelyn Delaney has ended the first and the third with flyouts to Michaela Fuqua. No runs, no hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. 7-0 is the score as we head to the bottom of the third. Come back and check the email box, see if anybody's been brave enough to send in an email to treesports@gmail.com. It's not hard. I won't make fun of you. I promise. Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network. We have a new right fielder for the Lady Warhawks, Abby Guess, in for Alina Otero and Macy. Not Macy. I'll get Miss Umber's name here. It is Macy. We have 2 Macys in the game. One with an I at the end, one with a Y. Bottom of the third, Riley Lotzenheiser fouls the first pitch off. Riley reached on an error. Now looking at an 0-2 count. So Abby Guess, the new right fielder. Macy Umber, the new second baseman. I believe that's all the changes that we have. Bronwyn Borden is still on in the circle. Bronwyn, Bronwyn. Borden, Borden. Count now goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Anna Harrison on deck. Pioneers trying to keep the pressure on by putting runners on base. Lotzenheiser looks at a pitch outside of the zone. Well, a full count. Ministries full count to the Pioneers first baseman. Close grip. And Rips fouls that one off the dugout fencing. Borden, a slightly built young lady out there in the circle. Gets it on up there. Ball 4 to Lotzenheiser. She reaches for the second time in this ball game. First walk of the game for Borden brings up Anna Harrison. She struck out to end the first. Swings it from that left side with an open stance. Yarbrough at first, creeping. Pitch is taken for a strike on the outside corner. A 1 pitch, high and outside. Fouled off to the left side. Gets out of play. Count goes 2-2. Nobody out and a runner on. On the leadoff walk here in the third. There's a slowly hit ground ball diving play by the third baseman, Macy Hancock, but she's not going to be able to get Harrison at first base. An infield single for Anna Harrison puts runners at first and second. Lizzie Vales looks at changeup outside. She reached on an error by Borden in the second inning. It looks like the men's TCCAA championship game has gone final. According to the TJCCAA.com website, Walters State defeated Chattanooga State 83-79 in men's action. The ladies should be tipping it off here soon if they haven't already. So congratulations to the Senators of Walters State. They will head to, I believe they play that in Kansas. Change up, just catches that outside corner. Good pitch by Borden. Goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. That game tips off actually at, well, I think that's 5 p.m. Eastern, so they should be underway. Breaking pitch there, misses low and away. Brings us to another Full Count Ministries Full Count. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have another Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Somebody wants to send me one in, you can send it to treesports@gmail.com, just like Mimi from Gadsden, Alabama does when the men's baseball team plays. She's the grandmother of Caden Johnson, who's from Huntsville, Alabama, down near Calhoun Community College. Second walk of the inning, loads the bases. Pinch hitter. We will. Shelby Green's going to come in and pinch hit for Michaela Fuqua. Shout out to the young lady who just came and brought the softball. Portia Lipsy from, is it Gwynn, Alabama? Has not made an appearance in the game yet, but give her a shout out on the broadcast. Bringing the ball to the umpire. Green settles into the box, looks at ball 1 after the meeting in the circle. ball straight back. Green with a beautiful swing. Got a great finish. Freshman from Milan, Tennessee. Came up here to VolState with a friend of hers. Big John Carter's on the baseball team. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off to the left side. Green just a little behind that one. John Carter and Shelby Green went to Milan High School down in Milan, Tennessee. John's going to probably redshirt this year for VolState. He's not gotten into a game this spring. Another foul down that left field line. Let's know. Abigail Tucker can't get over, make the grab there. It falls just inside the field of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shelby Green. Corey Harris is standing on deck. I would assume Shelby will go into right field. In the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Borden slid that one by Green. Out number 1. 3rd strikeout of the game for Borden. Corey Harris 2 for 2 in this game. 2 for 3 in game 1. Looks at a ball down in the dirt. She likes to go right up the middle, and there's Coach Stevenson that's moving as shortstop, E.J. Cornelius, a little more up the middle. Fastball misses out. Board's going to have to come into Harris here soon. No place to put her with Katie Davis standing on deck. She does. Comes right down the can. Harris takes that one. Three balls and a strike. Volunteer State came into today's game with 129 stolen bases. That's a fly ball out to center field. It should get a run in as a sacrifice fly will bring in another run off the bat of Corey Harris. Coach Bart Stevenson comes out to talk to our home plate umpire, and he's going to take the ball from Bronwyn Borden. We're going to have a pitching change. We'll take a break, tell you about the new pitcher. We return on the VolState Sports Network. Catlin Delaney, the DP in the game, she'll come into the circle to pitch here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. She will face Katie Davis with runners at 1st and 2nd. Anna Harrison and Corey Harris. Both runners go. Nobody covering 3rd base. So a double steal puts runners now at second and third. Not Corey Harris, that's Lizzie Vales down at first base. Corey Harris just hit the sacrifice fly. Katie Davis runs up on that one, and it's outside. 2-0. Two more runs sitting out there to be driven in for Katie Davis. She had 1 RBI, and she's got 2 hits in this ball game. Looking to slap one by the left side if she can. Delaney on for her 9th appearance of the year. It's her 4th relief appearance, 32 plus innings. Apparently missed one, or they just said go on down to your base, but Katie Davis going to draw a walk. Lydia Kirby steps to the plate with the bases loaded. She stood there in game 1 and cranked one out to center field. Takes a healthy cut there and comes up empty. Guess it was actually more toward left center. There's a man standing out there right now. Maybe he's waiting to catch that. Lydia Kirby can deliver again. She gets one right down the can for strike 2. So she's going to have to hit Delaney's pitch if she does, unless Delaney makes a mistake. Kirby hit her 5th, and there's a ground ball to short. Play over to third base could not be made. The fielder's choice drives in another run. The bases remain loaded. Caitlin Davis fouls that one off. Doubled it to first, popped out in the second. Change up outside and high. Cornelius with a little bobble on that one. Again, I'm not sure what the official score shows, but no pitch there. Ball 2 to Caitlin Davis with Katie Davis standing on second base. Caitlin has one big fly for the year. She'll get an RBI. It's getting it the hard way. Taking one for the team is Bailey Osbrook steps in there with the bases loaded. She's looking for her first hit of this game. There it is. Smoked into left field. They're going to try to score 2. Throw is not in time. Bailey Osbrooks with 2 RBIs. VolState now leads 12-0. They have batted around here in the third. Abbott's going to come in and pinch run for Caitlin Davis. Since getting her hurt, your top pitchers. Riley Lotzenheiser steps to the plate. She led off this inning with a walk. Check my scoreboard, make sure everything looks good there. Runner goes to third. They're going to call her out. Sorry about that. I'm watching the game too much. Keep forgetting you can't see that third base line. But head first slide by Erica Abbott. And she might have slid that hand in there, but when it's 12-0, you're gonna have to really be safe. And Erica's gonna be caught stealing. Two to 5 for out number 3. The Lady Pioneers will officially send 9 to the plate. Score 5 runs on 1, 2, only 2 hits. 2 walks, a hit batter. And there was 1 error in the inning, 1 runner left on base. We are through 3. 12-0. VolState has this one in hand. Hoping to end it early. We'll take a quick break and be right back. That was a quick break. Kelly Madden will lead off for Lady Warhawks of Calhoun. Laura Walker back in the circle. There's Brian Davis. There's a brave man right there. Down in Decatur, Alabama. Checking in on the treesesports@gmail.com email address. Personal email address for me that I use. First pitch swinging. Madden grounds one to Corey Harris, who had her glove turned the wrong way there when she tried to catch that one. That'll be an E6. Madden reaches for the second time. She's now 1 for 2. Second error of the game by the Lady Pioneers. Hello to Brian and Tina, along with brother Kalen and grandmother Stella Jones. A pinch hitter for the Lady Warhawks. See who number 25 is. I got Cameron Langley on one, but no Bailey Mills on the lineup card. Bailey pitched in game 1, getting her first at-bat of the afternoon. Pinch hitting for Mally Yarbrough. Let's check the statistics here for Bailey Mills. Not sure, this might be her first at-bat of the year. No, she's had 2 official at-bats. Also has drawn a walk. Throw down to first base. Not in time. Bailey Osbrooks She'll throw to a base now. Again, operator error there. Ball 4. Mills picks up her second base on balls of the year. Puts runners at first and second. Going to have another pinch hitter, looks like. Third walk of the game by Walker. No, we're going to have a pinch runner is what we're going to have. 26 maybe, Bretta Taylor. Think that's a 6 over there. There you go, Mom. There she is. You tell me. Send me an email. treesports@gmail.com. Is that her? The front numbers are tucked too far into the pants for me to see that. I have to wait for them to turn around. But I got a number 26, Bretta Taylor, on the lineup card as Aaron Barker steps into the plate. Pops that one down that right field, first base line, but it will drop uncaught in foul territory. Now goes no balls and 2 strikes to the Calhoun center fielder. 0 for 1 in this game. She grounded out to second. So an error and a walk have 2 runners on here in the top of the 4th inning for Calhoun. Outside. So Shelby Green's the new right fielder. Anna Harrison still in center field, I believe. Katie Davis out there in left. Lydia Kirby at third. Corey Harris at short. See if that one will spin back. Riley Lotzenheiser makes the grab in foul territory of that one as Lizzie Vales is still at second base. Bailey Osbrook still has the gear on behind home plate. She's happy this isn't the middle of July. It's just 70 degrees, probably pretty nice outside. I am inside the press box, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. E.J. Cornelius stands ready to hit in the on-deck area. No circle over there. VolState trying to keep the shutout as Walker gets the swinging strike 3. Down goes Barker on a pitch outside of the zone for out number 1. And Cornelius is going to be lifted for a pinch hitter. Number 4, Taylor Shoemate will get an at-bat. See if we got an idea as to where Taylor's from. Huntsville, Alabama. She will bat with 1 out and 2 on. Throw down to second base is stopped by the right knee of, who is that out there running for Kelly Madden? Is that Portia Lipsy? Okay. Let's say Kelly Madden's number's 3. Number 12, Portia. Didn't see her come into the ball game, but that's her out there at second base. One ball, 1 strike to Taylor Shoemate. On the inside corner. Nice little screwball there is what I'd call that. Ground ball down the third base line. It will go foul. Count remains 1-2. Abby Guess is on deck. $12-0 VolState. High and outside. Corey Harris covering up at second base. Expecting a throw from Bailey Osbrooks with Lipsy leading well off at second base. So Lipsy's at second. Bretta Taylor is at first. Change up in the dirt. Brings us to a full count. Ministries full count. VolState looking to keep the shutout here. Popped up down that right field line over his green. Will be able to make the catch in foul territory. Throws to third. But both runners end up moving up. Green did not have a chance at the tagging Lipsy. Throw probably should have gone to second base. But Shoemate flies out to right field in foul territory for out number 2, and that brings Abby Guest to the plate. Her first AB of the afternoon. Strike called. Guest from Stevenson, Alabama. She's a freshman. Playing in game number 9 of the year. A couple of hits in 10 official at-bats. 1 RBI. Getting an at-bat in a 12-0 game here in game 2 of the doubleheader. VolState won game 1 12-2 as Guest swings through that fastball. Lady Pioneers looking for their 21st win of the year. That one's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the Decatur, Alabama folks have checked in. The Davises and now the Fuquays. Bo Fuquay checking in from Decatur. Michaela Fuquay's dad. I remember you even from last year, Bo. She wasn't even on the squad, and you were watching Katie Davis during one of the broadcasts. Fouled off. That'll get off the screen. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Appreciate you listening in today, and hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Lady Pioneers having an excellent start to the season. Would assume you all probably went to the Oxford, Alabama games. 6 games, what is that, a couple weeks ago. Ground ball up the middle, snagged by Laura Walker. What a grab there to keep a 0 up on the board. That was screaming for center field right there. And Laura Walker with the quick stab of that hot shot off the bat at Abby Guess. And a throw over to Riley Lotzenheiser to end the inning. No runs. There were no hits, 1 error, 2 runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Lady Pioneers trying to play add-on. See who Coach Lynn sends to the plate to face Catlin Delaney here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be right back on the VolState Sports Network. Several defensive changes as our umpire is now over dealing with maybe some changes, maybe talking to the game changer. So E.J. Cornelius has come in as the catcher, so she's moved from shortstop to catcher. I am not with the game changer, so I'm guessing at this stuff. Sarah Snowden has come in as the new shortstop. So I'm guessing she would come into the 6-hole position. We'll see when and if that happens. Mally Yarbrough has re-entered the game. Is at first base. Again, I can't see the uniform numbers. We do have a new third baseman. That is Madison Rickman at the hot corner. I'm wondering, is that still Macy Umber out at, it looks like still Macy out at second base. See if we can get all that cleared off of there. I wasn't even paying attention to my scoreboard. Sorry, folks. First pitch to Riley Lotzenheiser is outside the zone. We got it squared away now. Get a called strike on the inside corner. Catlin Dulaney out in relief of Bronwyn Borden. Smash to second base. Umber up and over to Yarbrough for out number one. Marianne Bellevue is going to get an at-bat in Anna Harrison's spot here in the 8-hole. Marianne got an at-bat in game one. So the called strike, a whispering at that inside corner. Whoops. Getting late in game two, folks. I guess I'm getting tired. Hard to see. There's a ground ball that sneaks through the left side for a base hit. Bellevue. One out knock here in the fourth. And Lizzie Vales steps to the plate. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Marianne Bellevue. And Harrison actually is going to re-enter the game. Two pinch run. Lizzie Vales reached on an error and reached on a walk, scored two in the dirt. They stopped by E.J. Cornelius, our new catcher. High and tight comes that fastball. Popped up in the infield. Umber will make quick work of that for out number two. Shelby Green steps back in for her second at-bat of the ball game. She came on in the bottom of the third. Was a pinch hitter for Michaela Fuqua. Looks at a strike. Ball and a half outside. She struck out in the third. 1 for 3 in game 1. Throw down to first base, and Harrison back with the catch on the other side of her legs by Yarbrough. Tough to make that throw with a left-handed batter at the plate. Cornelius, who's a shortstop, obviously has a good arm. Even with the gear on. Check swing foul ball. That would have been strike 2 anyway, Shelby. Full Count Ministries, full count. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have another verse of the game. I'll have to pick one. There's ball 4. Shelby Green reaches on the walk. Second walk of the game. Going to have a change here as Lily Whirling's going to get an at-bat for Corey Harris. Lily started game 1, went 1 for 3. A ground ball, too short, and one pitch. A ground ball, and Sarah Snowden throws over to first base to retire Lily Whirling for out number 3 here in the bottom of the 4th. And Lady Pioneers will go to the top of the 5th, hoping to finish this one off. An 8-run rule, mercy rule, is in effect beginning in the 5th inning. Of course, they will try to keep the shutout intact. No runs that inning. 1 hit. No errors, 2 runners left on base. We head to the top of the 5th. Be right back on the VolState Sports Network. New pitcher on for the Lady Pioneers. Corinne Knapp will come in. Relief of Laura Walker, who goes 4 innings, gives up 1 hit, no runs, walks 3, strikes out 2. Looks like that's the only change that we have on defense. See if Corinne has been in the circle yet this year. She has not. First pitch swinging. Oh, ground ball over to third base. Lydia Kirby with a high throw, but Riley Lotzenheiser able to handle that, as that was Macy Umber. First pitch swinging. Abigail Tucker steps in. She looks at a strike. Everybody rooting for Corinne Knapp in her first appearance in the circle for the 2024 season. Madison Rickman is on deck. Swing and a miss. Pioneers looking for that 21st win of the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Change up, ground to 2, second. Vales over to Lotzenheiser. There's 2 outs. Madison Rickman will come to the plate for the first time today. Macy Hancock went 0 for 1 with a walk. The only hit of the game was Kelly Madden in the 2nd inning. Single into right field. First pitch in there to Rickman at the letters for a called strike. Whoops. Just the second out there. I didn't clear that out. It'll put an out up there. 2 outs. Count is 0-2 to Rickman. With Dulaney on deck, hoping to get an at-bat. Rickman from Holly Pond, Alabama. Looks at ball 1. Rickman has 3 official plate appearances. Been to the plate 4 times, has a walk. Looking for her first hit. Count now goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. The inadvertent touch of the button to switch cameras. I apologize again. A one-man band up here, folks, and I'm spinning plates. 2-2 pitch. Grounded back to the pitcher. Corinne Knapp over to Riley Lotzenheiser, and that will do it as the Lady Pioneers take 2 from the Lady Warhawks. 3 ground outs by Corinne Knapp. The last one right back to her ends this ball game. Now we're in 39 minutes. VolState gets the shutout, 12-0. Moves to 21-7 on the year. And Lady Warhawks fall to 8-12. Volunteer State will be right back here tomorrow to take on the Lady Bucks of Motlow State. Game time at 1 p.m. There'll at least be a video broadcast. Not sure if there's going to be an audio broadcast or not. I will not be here. I'll be broadcasting baseball. But our Toyota of Gallatin player of the game is Laura Walker, who gets her 6th win of the year with 4 innings of 1 hit shutout pitching, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. So congratulations to Laura Walker, our Toyota of Gallatin star of the game or player of the game. Losing pitcher today is Bronwyn Borden, who falls to 3-6, according to the NJCAA website. The Lady Pioneers now have won 11 games in a row. A great run. Christian Lynn and Brian Drake have these young ladies, and they're not done this week. Doubleheader tomorrow. Then we'll be off on Thursday and then back at it, weather permitting, Friday and Saturday over at Roan State. So our Full Count Ministries verse of the game is found in John chapter 1, verse 14. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. Find that in John chapter 1, verse 14. Thanks to Full Count Ministries for their support of Volunteer State Athletics. So for Athletic Director Bobby Hudson and Coach Christian Lynn, this is Tim Reese saying thank you for listening. Hopefully you've enjoyed this broadcast, or these broadcasts today of 2 Volunteer State Lady Pioneer wins. God bless you. Thanks for listening to the VolState Sports Network. Good night, everybody.